Happy Sunday, Mother's Day. We're talking about week 18 that ended on Saturday, May 8th, 2021. We had a great week. I hope you did too. Well, we had a mostly great week. Ben and I had a stomach bug. That was fun. On Sunday, Zach and I were able to help some friends move some stuff into a storage unit. Always glad to be able to help friends like that. I took a few days off of work at the beginning of the week, so on Monday I got to doing some organizing here in my office. Picked up some new containers for some of my ideas that I want to organize on note cards. I've had this old box for a long time. Got to thinking that I wanted to organize not just video ideas, but other things as well. So I've started a box here for adventures in adulting, basically projects we need to get done that I think would also make decent video projects. And then one here on just curiosities and ponderings, things that I'm thinking about that kind of spark my interest that I want to learn more about. And then one here, I wasn't sure what to call it. Basically, it's things that make me laugh, so I called it laughter extractors. And that'll probably just be, old jokes, funny things that have made me chuckle over the years, and I just like to collect those. And then I've got some ideas on how I might want to use those in the future. It's been a big week for curiosities. When you're feeling a little bit under the weather, it's kind of nice to have something to take your mind off of it. When I'm not feeling that great, I like to look up videos about things that I'm curious about. This week, I was thinking, since we're getting closer to a season when we want to go camping, I was thinking about the types of gear we might want for camping. I came across a really cool gadget. I don't know the name of it. It's a camp stove that's based on like the rocket stove, like the structure of a rocket stove. It has just a chimney and it has a fan in the bottom. The burning of twigs and things causes the fan in the bottom to burn, and they use that as a generator to generate power to power things like your phone and flashlights, anything rechargeable. I thought that was pretty ingenious. Already cooking on the stove, and now you're using the draft from the cooking to generate power. Thought that was pretty smart. If I recall correctly, though, they're a bit expensive, so maybe I'll figure out how to make one of my own. Too ambitious? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Friday, I got to thinking about another thing that I'm always quite curious about, and that is language translation and how technology is being used to translate languages. I stumbled across a video about a product called Time Kettle M2, and it's a product that they look like AirPods. They come in a container that looks like AirPods, and they are headphones, but you can put one in your ear and another person can put one in their ear, and you can speak different languages to each other, speak your own languages, and it will translate their language into yours in your ear and your language into theirs in their ear. And it's fascinating. I believe that one might be an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter or something like that. I don't know if it's actually a released product yet. Can you imagine the possibilities with that? You could go anywhere as long as that system is set up for the particular language that they speak. You could go there and not have to have a translator and still be able to do all the things that you would do if you were a native speaker of that language. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time playing with this new software that I saw recommended by, I wish I could remember his name. A YouTuber that I follow quite often. I'll find a link and put this in here he recommended Remini. Remini is a software that's like Remini is the beginning of reminiscence. It's a software that you can take old photos and it will enhance them using kind of an AI. So the enhancements they're making up data, but it's pretty close. If you've got a reasonably okay photo, like one that was shot in a studio, like for a portrait studio type of thing, it will enhance the photo and or colorize it if it was black and white. It's very surprising to see how well it does with such little information in many cases. It'll also remove scratches from photos. The colorizing is really neat because it adds a feeling of realness to an old black and white photo that you may not have seen before. And it does it in just a couple of minutes, and it's all free inside of their application. But I think I paid like $6 or something to remove the ads, but it was well worth it, and it's been so much fun. And they have this neat little feature in there, I think it's called Animate, and it does basically like a Harry Potter type of thing on the photo. I'll see if I can find an example of that and put it in the video here. It's pretty fascinating. One of them in particular is a picture of my grandpa when he was probably 20 something. This app colorized that picture and animated it so he blinks and smiles and turns his head slightly. It's a little creepy, but it's still really cool. And that brings us up to today, the first day of week 19. Today is Mother's Day. We all went to church this morning. Then we went out to eat at one of our favorite restaurants. Jill had a wonderful time for Mother's Day. And the boys had some gifts for her. And this was actually the first year that they've gone out and bought things with their own money. Well, maybe the second year. Yeah, but they were super excited about it. And Brian's gift to Jill is he's cleaning out her car and washing it inside and out. So I'm sure she'll be very excited about that. So that wraps up week 18 of 2021. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.